Hi and welcome to another edition of Onside. Unfortunately, Delron has got football commitments with Amazulu this morning, so it's just Budgie and I are going to run through the fixtures this weekend. As you know, international qualifying World Cup games, very interesting overseas and of course on the African continent. So we'll be running through those. We'll also be getting on to our Soccer 6. There's two Soccer 6s, one for South Africa and one for overseas. A Soccer 10, a Soccer 13, and Budgie's bets. And at the moment, Budgie, we're 6 for 6. So it's been a good run, eh?
Yeah, so far so good.
Every time we've had a bet, guys, we've placed our bets up on screen, we've come away with a profit. So we're looking to go 7 for 7. 7 for 7. It's not the league, but it's the cup. But let's get straight into the European World Cup qualifiers. And okay, Budge, some of these teams I have very little knowledge about. Azerbaijan versus Norway, hot favourites Norway.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, they got beaten 3-0 by Germany in their first game.
So
Norway did, yeah. So a key game. Azerbaijan, I'd love to ask Terry Payne this story, or this question, should I say.
Yeah.
There's a guy called Tafik Baramov. He's a legend in Azerbaijan. Yeah. Now, he was the linesman that gave the goal in the 1966 World Cup, the third goal for England.
Okay.
He's the most famous Azerbaijan
soccer,
the one that had the crossbar bounced down. We've got a statue outside. They've named a stadium out of him because of him.
Because of him. Was he a linesman?
He was the linesman that gave the goal, the third goal in the World Cup with England and West Germany.
They'll need a good linesman
this week.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, Montenegro. So you think Norway will win that?
Norway should.
Montenegro against Kazakhstan. Let's have a look there. Hot favourites, Montenegro.
Yeah, I fancy Montenegro. They're the team that buried us in our treble with Romania.
Okay.
They equalised late, and Romania missed a penalty. I think they'll be too good for Kazakhstan, who, while they drew with Poland, they played on an artificial pitch. They were 2 down, came back 2-2, but away from home they're terrible. I think
they got a different pitch at home. Okay, yeah. These are tough games, Budge. Next one's Armenia. Now, Armenia 5-2, Romania 11-10. What do you think?
Well, Armenia captain by Henrik, the guy that plays for Man United, always forget his name, Mkhitaryan. He's injured. They struggle.
He's Armenian?
He's Armenian, yeah. They can't score goals. Romania are outstanding defensively, but likewise, they can't score goals.
Yeah.
You know, the draw looks a big player, but if you've got to side with somebody, it's got to be Romania.
Yeah. Okay, now England, very interesting. The next one's England versus Malta. And as you know, big Sam Allardyce had 60-odd days and he's gone. And Gareth Southgate's got it for 4 games. Now, Budge, when I was over there, they were saying they're going to give him the 4 games. They're not going to look at any other guy. And he's elected to keep Rooney as captain and go on from there. They should be too good for Malta.
Jeez, they can't beat Malta. You shouldn't get 4 games. You get 4 minutes, and you should be at the bus stop outside. Now they should murder Malta.
Yeah, they should be 1-100.
I think people want to borrow money. They may look.
Yeah, I see they brought he brought a few new guys in Southgate trying to just stir it up a bit, but the bulk remained the same. He had contacted Big Sam and spoken to him, and Sam had all different. The Wi-Fi at their training camp was called the boss's Wi-Fi. Everything, but they just changed all that when he left. You know, so England. Well, if they don't win, well, I don't know. They'll win 1-100. It's short, but they should win. Let's move on. Now, Germany, who have, a lot of people are talking about England again. It's about time we took an England manager through. Germany have proved you can do that. They brought in a German manager through. Yeah,
Joachim Löw's done a good job. He was involved with the juniors, and obviously he's continued. They won the World Cup under him. Yeah. Strange how the World Cup winners have to qualify.
Yeah. That is strange.
It's very weird, but they should still be too good for the Czech Republic.
I was listening to the head of FIFA, the new head of FIFA. Wants 48 teams. How are you going to play it off? 48 teams. I was listening. I thought, whoa.
Looking for votes, no doubt.
Yeah, looking for votes. Yeah, Germany too strong for Czech Republic.
Should be.
They're not bad on their day.
Yeah, but the Petr Cech retired.
Yeah.
They struggle. But in Germany, you'd expect the Germans to beat them.
Yeah, you expect Germans. Northern Ireland, now they've been training hard. I was watching them. They play San Marino. Now they have to beat San Marino.
I think San Marino, other than Gibraltar, are the worst team in Europe.
Is that right? Well, Northern Ireland had a good European tournament.
Yeah, they did great. They got to the last 16. Now they'll win there.
But Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland are trained by an M. O'Neill.
Yeah.
Can you believe
Martin
it?
and Michael, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that easy. Now, Poland, Denmark. Tough game.
Yeah, tough game. These are the two teams that you'd expect to be fighting for the top spot. Now, only the top team is automatic to qualify for the World Cup. There's 9 groups of 6, so the 9 winners are automatically go to Russia. Now, 8 of the best 9 runners-up meet in a playoff, home and away.
9. So one
team, yeah, the worst one, they don't make it. These are the best 2 teams. Now, Poland drew 2-2 in Kazakhstan the last time. So they've got to get a result here. But
and Kazakhstan are going to get thumped by Montenegro, it seems. Okay, so Poland looking for the result. Denmark, not a bad side.
No, well, they've got your man, Eriksson. He's the guy that holds it up. And Schmeichel in goals.
Yeah.
I expect a few goals in this because Poland, they're good going forward. Milik and Lewandowski up front. They score goals for fun. But at the back, they're a bit dodgy.
Yeah, so interesting game.
Yeah.
Scotland, now, when did they last qualify? Long time back, eh? Scotland and Lithuania. Now, Scotland are short favourites.
Yeah, they should win this. They started the World Cup campaign beating Malta 5-1 away. They've got a big game on Tuesday. They play, I think it's Slovenia. Okay. It's a big game. Sorry, it's Slovakia. The team England beat the first one. Now, they're in England's group.
Yes.
So if they can get this 3 points, they should be too good for Lithuania.
Yeah. Okay, let's go on. Slovenia next. These are teams I know very little about.
Yeah.
Slovenia, Slovakia.
Yeah.
They've got them up.
Well, they're in the same group as England and Scotland. Now, Slovakia got beaten 1-0 by England at home. Skirtle got sent off in the 57th minute.
Only 1 goal.
Yeah, it was Lallana scored the last kick of the game. Whereas Slovenia drew at Lithuania. They were 2-0 down and only equalised at injury time. So this is a big game for both of these teams. They get beat. So if they draw and Scotland win, they'll be way behind.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the other games that are tough, but they got Ukraine hot pot.
Yeah, it should be too good for Kosovo. That's the latest country on the European stage.
Kosovo,
yeah.
Okay, then Wales. Now, Wales has had made the semi-finals of the European Cup. They're currently training in Wales, and they'll beat Georgia.
They should beat Georgia. All these games on Sunday, all these teams play tonight. Thursday.
And Sunday?
Yep, Thursday, Sunday, yeah.
And then after that you go back to
the league. Back to your clubs, yeah.
Okay, that's very interesting. But Wales should be Georgia.
Wales should be too good for Georgia.
And they've got Israel at 1-6.
Yeah. Well, you know, Liechtenstein, another poor team.
They must have just a few people to select from.
And the Baker's playing in that team. But you'd expect Israel to get a result over there.
At home?
Yep.
Finland, Croatia. Now, Croatia, another team that looked very good at the Europeans, didn't go all the way, but looked useful. That's my man Modric and his bunch.
The 3 of them missing tonight. He's missing, and the midfield player from Barcelona's injured as well.
Oh, okay. So
they've got a few guys missing, but they should still. We'll see what happens tonight with the game, but you'd expect them to be too good for Finland.
Yeah, they should be. All right. I'm just wondering where these big surprises are going to rear their ugly head. Let's move on because it's. Here we go. Now we've Moldova. I don't know anything about them. Republic of Ireland. Is that who Lafferty plays for?
No, he's Northern Irish.
He's Northern Ireland. Carl Lafferty's Northern Ireland. So I'm a Northern Irelander. Republic of Ireland should be too strong.
Yep, should be. But away from home, Paul, you just never know with these home teams. They'll dig in, give nothing away, hope to sneak a draw.
Yeah.
But you'd expect the Irish to win.
Yeah, you sure would. Okay, let's move on again. And here, Serbia, Austria. Sure. Can these two teams go any further?
Yeah, no, big game this one. They're in the same group as Wales.
Okay.
So that's a big game. Austria play Wales at home on Thursday night. So they've got 2 tough games. Austria always capable of scoring, but defensively they're very slack. Serbia have come right the last few games.
Have they?
Yeah, so it'll be a tight game.
That would be Bilic. He's a Serbian.
No, he's Croatian.
Is he Croatian?
The Serbian is the guy that plays for Chelsea, the right back. Ivanovic, Matic, that team. Tadic, I think.
Just talking about that, Budge, that over on Arc Day, I met the guy who looked after our horse in Spain. His nephew is Marcos Alonso. He had his first game for Chelsea. He played 25. Nice he was player. At the races. Nice guy, very nice guy. So he looks to be a good player. He took Ivanovic's place.
Yeah, he's a left back.
Yeah. Okay, on we go to the next one. This is Italy now. Italy 3-10. They've got a new boy in charge because Conte's moved on.
Yeah, should be too good for Macedonia. Spain should be too good for Albania. But the last game will be a good game. Turkey got a lot of youngsters that have come into the side.
Yeah.
Iceland at home, well, they beat England.
Yeah,
they have a full go.
Who's the team that does that clapping? And
that's Iceland.
Iceland, and they keep the clapping going.
Yeah.
So the interesting game is
that's the hardest game on Sunday.
Okay, on we go. Let's see what else we've got here. Now we're going on to those were the European ones.
Those are European.
These are important games for us now. Very important games.
Yeah.
Ghana 1-5.
Yeah, good team, Ghana. They got beaten in the AFCON finals. Yeah, good team.
Ghana with a win. Okay, that'll be too good. Gabon versus Morocco.
Gabon have got Patrick Aubameyang. He's Africa's Player of the Year, centre forward for Dortmund. For some unknown reason, they don't seem to score many goals.
Yeah.
Now, Morocco's new coach is a guy called Harvey Renard. He won the AFCON with Ivory Coast and with Zambia. So he'll go there, he knows his stuff, he'll set his screen out. If they can get a point there,
yeah.
good result for them.
Interesting game.
No, that's a tough game.
Tough game. Okay, let's move on again. Okay, the Democratic Republic of the Congo versus Libya.
Yeah. I like this team, the DRC. They've got Yannick Balassi, the Everton guy up front.
Oh, yes.
And they've got the centre forward from Villarreal up front, Bakumbu. They stack going forward.
Yeah.
Watch them the last time in the qualifiers. Libya, strangely, they ranked higher than the DRC. I don't know why. But, they'll come defensively organised and try and make it hard, but I don't see that.
It's hard to qualify out of Africa as well.
Well, the problem is they've reduced the number of teams in Africa. Only 5 qualify.
And it used to be, what, 6?
Well, it used to be 6, yeah. So that extra team is...
Ooh.
But if you have a look at the groups, now you've got 5 groups of 4. And there's some big-name teams in each of the groups, so it won't be easy.
You just about have to win your group.
Well, you have to. That's the only way you get through.
That's right. There's only 5, not 6.
So all the big boys and all these big teams, they're going to be in these qualifiers.
Ooh. Okay, well, let's keep going because we've got to come down to our South Africa in a moment. Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, they should be
10.
Too good, Ivory Coast. I just
Mali
don't trust
Soul.
them. Mali
Soul 9-2.
Yeah, Mali drew all their 3 games in the last AFCONs.
Okay.
And they were well organised. Ivory Coast are stacked. Ironically, the guy Solomon Kalou, who used to play for Chelsea, he got dropped because he hasn't played many games this season. So the manager dropped him from the squad.
Must be a good squad.
Well, Wilfred Boney leads the attack. They stacked Ivory Coast.
Wilfred Boney, he's from Stoke.
Yep. And Touré's retired, Yaya Touré. But no, they
hasn't
stacked.
apologised yet.
Nah, looking for another birthday cake, I think. But
yeah, I think he is. All right, let's move on. So that's Ivory Coast. You're going to say they'll be too good for Mali Soul. Okay, then South Africa, our beloved country of 15% joint favourites with Burkina Faso. Now, but shouldn't we be beating sides like this?
We should be, but we don't score enough goals.
Yeah.
Now, Burkina Faso in the last 7 qualifiers, AFCON and World Cup, they've won all 7.
Wow.
So I think we're in trouble. Yeah.
We got it all to do.
Fortunately, they've taken the guy that I like, other than Keegan Dolly. There's a guy, Elazar Rogers. He's Bidvest.
Cousin of Raymond.
Raymond Rogers, yeah. And they've taken him because we've got all these players, but we haven't got a number 9 that you can play off. So I see he's in the squad. I just hope he starts.
Is Dolly playing?
He should play.
Wow, he's a good player.
Nice player.
Yeah, very nice. So, but it's a tough call.
And
we have to win if we don't have any hope.
No doubt.
We have to win. When's that game?
It's Saturday, 8 o'clock.
Wow, make sure you get your TVs on for that. Okay, let's move on. And then Senegal, it should be hot fight against Cape Verde.
Cape Verde got a lot of players playing in the Portuguese and French league.
Have they?
Yeah, they've come well of late, but Senegal at home, you'd think they'd be too good.
Yeah, I would think so. Senegal have got some quality players. A lot of them get over into French league.
That's Sadio Mane's team from Liverpool. Yeah.
Is that? He's a good player. He's quick. All right, let's move on. Okay, now here we go. Now some interesting games here. Some good teams up here. Some of these teams will be on the hunt. Zambia, Nigeria. Nigeria have always been a good team.
Yeah, they've been missing a little bit lately. I don't know. There's been turmoil behind the scenes. But they've got Alex Iwobi, the guy that plays for Arsenal.
Yes.
They've got Iheanacho, the guy that plays for Man City, the young striker.
Oh, good player.
They've got Ahmed Musa, the guy from Leicester City. Then you add Victor Moses and Mikel. This team is stacked like anybody. But you just don't know with the politics with the Nigerians. Now they're playing at 2:30, which is obviously it's going to be a scorcher on Sunday. Now the pitch the last time they played in Zambia was terrible. They've won 5 and drawn 5 of their last last 10 qualifiers. So this won't be easy for Nigeria.
They don't lose often.
They don't. No, Zambia at home don't lose, but Nigeria have got the class. Geez, you know,
Iwobi
and those guys are players.
Yeah, they should beat them. Okay, that makes it very interesting going to that field. Congo, Egypt, just about joint favourites here.
Yeah, you know, Congo, hard to beat at home, which you would expect. Egypt, and they'll be organised.
A few years ago, Page, they were brilliant.
Who is that? Egypt?
Egypt.
I know, they were hard to beat. They've only got Mohamed Salah now, who plays for Roma.
Okay.
They've got a few guys, El Mohammadi, who plays for Hull. You know, I don't know whether the players are playing anymore. You know, I had a look at their squad, but they were their main players that I recognised.
Yeah, I remember, you know, when, what were the two top sides called? El Ali and
Zamalek, yeah.
And Zamalek. They were good players.
Yeah,
remember, African Cup of Nations, they were winning 3-4-0 a game. They were, a few years back, they were very good.
Yeah, well, the guy who's now taken over Swansea, Bob Bradley, the World Cup qualifiers in Brazil, had the playoff. They played, I think it was Ghana. Ghana beat them 6-1. In the first leg, and Egypt won the second leg. So he got fired from Egypt. But they've been struggling ever since.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Tunisia, Guinea.
Yeah, another tough game. You know, Tunisia. You know, Guinea, be difficult for them. You know, these North African teams are well organised at home. They know how to get results.
Yeah. So, okay, we're going to move on to that one. And then the next one in the group is Algeria, Cameroon. Now, Cameroon have got a good history in this tournament.
Yeah, they have, but I think we're under pressure here. Algeria, the last 17 qualifying games, have won all 17. Now, they've got Moritz, Slimani from Leicester. They stacked.
Yeah.
Should be a good game.
Should be a very good game.
Yeah, very good game. The guy at Liverpool centre-half, the guy Matip.
Yes.
He plays for Cameroon, so he can expect busy
afternoon.
afternoon. That's the best game of the weekend in the African Cup.
All right, but we've run through them. Let's go look at the soccer sixes. We've got two, and here's the first soccer six. Now, this is your game because it's the lower leagues in England.
Yeah, League One. You know, Bradford are second. They're one of 3 teams that are unbeaten in England.
Other been Spurs.
And the third one is Carlisle, ironically. It is Spurs.
I've felt his way.
Yeah. You know, Shrewsbury, obviously under pressure there. You expect Bradford to win. Now, the next 2 teams are struggling. You know, Oldham haven't won in 6. Gillingham have only won 1 in 6.
Okay.
So anything's possible there.
Anything's possible, yeah.
1, 2 and 3. Leyton Orient, Portsmouth. Now, this is a League 2 game. You know, Portsmouth are one of the favourites to go up, but they've lost 3 of the last 4 games.
Wow.
Leyton Orient have been struggling as well. Portsmouth are the better team.
Yeah.
So I've gone the draw in Portsmouth there. Rochdale at home, they've won the last 4 league games. Going well, expected to contend. Southend are capable of scoring, but they've conceded the second most goals in the league. So I think it'll be a high-scoring game, but I think Rochdale should have enough there.
Scunthorpe, Northampton.
Scunthorpe, yeah. Now, Scunthorpe are top. Northampton are 5th, yeah.
Scunthorpe are top of the log. I saw that.
The thing is, their last 2 league games at home, they've drawn them both.
Who are you talking
Which is strange. Scunthorpe.
Yeah.
Now, I watched Northampton play Man United in the League Cup. You know, they played fairly well. I know they got beat easy at the death, but in the crucial times in that game, they were competitive.
Yeah.
I think this will be a close game. Northampton are 5th, a few points behind them. So I've gone the field there.
Okay, Swindon,
now, Swindon and Bolton. You know, Swindon have lost their last 3 home games. Bolton haven't won in 7.
Yeah.
But Bolton are a better team. So I've gone Bolton.
216 Rand on the first soccer 6. Let's go have a look at the soccer 10. We'll have 2 pages of 5. And now we're going back to those games. But you've gone
I've gone 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're tough game. Gabon, Morocco.
You've gone for the Congo DR.
Yeah, I like Congo.
Yeah, Burkina Faso. You've gone for a tough game, eh?
Yeah, hard game, Paul. You can make a case all 3.
So the diehards could go for 3.
Yeah. Now, I know some people will question Ivory Coast. I just don't trust them.
Yeah.
You know, they could win 4 or 5-0, but they could easily drop a few points there. Senegal, I think, will be too good for the Cape Verde.
Okay, page 2. Let's have a look at this one.
Yeah, Azerbaijan, Norway. I've got Norway in the draw. I've bankered Montenegro, bankered the Germans.
Yeah, the Germans.
Poland in a draw. In the last game, Slovenia, Slovakia, the desperation game, 1, 2, 3.
432. Okay, let's have a look at the soccer 13 now. We'll have a few more teams to look at here. And very interesting.
Yeah, we've bankered Germany in the game. We've gone 2 and 3 with Norway. Romania in the draw. You know, while you can banker maybe Romania, I just don't trust a team that doesn't score many goals. You know, I've bankered Montenegro. Poland in the draw. I think Scotland will be too good for Lithuania. 1, 2 and 3, Slovenia versus Slovakia. Bradford City, I think, will be too good for Shrewsbury. Now, I've bankered one with an asterisk.
What does that mean?
Okay, now what happened? The 2 asterisk games are postponed.
Already?
It's because of international commitments, they've got 2 or 3 players involved, so they're entitled to a postponement.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is, I'll come back and explain. Now, the Gillingham-Oldham game, we've gone 1, 2 and 3. Banker Rochdale, 1, 2 and 3. Scunthorpe and Northampton. Likewise, the Sheffield-Walsall game is postponed.
Explain the asterisk to us.
Okay, now, this is how the draw works. 16 balls go into a hat, but it's computer generated. Now, with the first game, the split is 11 with the home team, 3 with the draw, and 2 with the away team.
I'm not following you.
Okay, what they do, it's computed. So now you've got 16 balls in a hat.
Yes.
So the balls go into a hat, and they draw the result. But now it favours the home team because of the 16 balls in that hat, 11 are on the home team. 3 are on the draw, and only 2 are on the away team.
So where are they getting these 16
That's
guesses?
the Swedish rules. They've got 16 balls. That's how they've worked out their percentage-wise according to the betting.
So those 2 games, you don't get a pass through. You
No.
luck of the draw.
In the South African, in our soccer exotics, you get the field counts. But in Sweden,
But in South Africa, a guy having a bet in South Africa gets the field?
well, if you know.
No.
So
No.
we've gone 1 purely because of the numbers.
Yes.
Now, in the second game of the 16 ball allotment, 12 are on the home team. So 12 are on Sheffield United. 2 are on the draw. So that's why we've taken a chance.
No,
you know
you
what,
got
guys?
it. You got it.
11 is 16 and 12 out of
It's a hell of a
16.
thing, postponements. Okay, that's fine. We've done that. Okay, now here is the Saturday Soccer 6.
Yep. Let's see.
Okay, we've got South Africa now. Now we're going 1, 2, 3, Gabon, Morocco.
We've banked the Congo DR. We've got 1, 2, 3 with South Africa. Likewise with Ivory Coast. I don't trust them. Now Longford and Derry, that's an Irish Premier League game. Longford have only won 2 games all season. I think they've played 28, only won 2.
How'd they find this game?
I have no idea. Derry are 4th. They're a point outside the Europa League. The strange thing is, in the last 4 home meetings, Longford haven't lost to them.
So
They're 6 points from safety. There's 5 games left, so this is one of their last chances to get a result. I don't think they'll beat Derry, but you never know. They can maybe sneak a draw.
And in the
Then
last
Scotland
one,
to
Bank of
beat
Scotland,
Lithuania.
2-2. All right, let's go to the best bets. But here's where people will be taking a lot of interest now. This is I did
the treble. I went Montenegro, the DRC, and Algeria. That worked out at 800 to 200. Then Rochdale, Bradford City, and Accrington Stanley, the smallest league club in England. They're in the League 2, 940 to 200.
They all have to win?
They all have to win, yeah.
And you're going for the smallest club to win?
Smallest club in England, and we actually got lost there, Swivel now, believe it or not.
Accrington Stanley.
Accrington Stanley.
Okay, your next bet?
Then the multiple, we've gone the DRC to score over 1.5 goals, so they've got to score at least 2 goals.
Yes.
We've gone Scotland to score over 1.5 goals or 2 goals over Lithuania, and the Germans to score at least 3 goals over the Czech Republic.
Okay.
Then we've gone our usual both teams to score. We've gone Scunthorpe and Northampton.
Both to get a goal.
Rochdale to Southampton and Stevenage versus Plymouth. That worked out at 900 to 200. Then we've gone the international one. We've gone goals or both teams to score Poland and Denmark, Slovenia and Slovakia, and Zambia, Nigeria, 1,600 to 2.
Sure, Budge. Well, there we go. To those of you out there wondering what to do with your bets, have a look at those bets. You can always make sure you take them down. As I say, we've had it going for 6 weeks now, and we won every single time. I know we're probably chancing our arm here, but we're hoping to go 7 for 7. And the beauty of those bets is that if 1 arrives, you're just about out of it. 2 arrives, you're way in front. So those are the bets. Budge, that just about swings it this week.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. I know it's difficult. I wanted to include a few games on Sunday, but because like the Austrias and them are playing tonight, there were no exotics for those bets. It was only the win and place or win and double chance on. So I like the over 2.5 and a few games on Sunday. But unfortunately, there was no markets available.
And next weekend we're back to Premier League.
Back to Premiership,
and all the top leagues. All right, well, that's another edition of Onside.